Could Cardano ADA be about to surge? That's the question. A big Treasury proposal is over the line, and there's a lot to talk about. Let's get to it. Let's go. So before we actually talk about Cardano and everything that's going on there, I am really excited to inform you all that we've set up a new crypto-related channel, but it's something much different. It's called Side Quest, and we are going to be traveling from Madrid, Spain, all the way over to Sofia, Bulgaria, with just $100 in our pocket to start off with. That's between Nick and I, and we will hustle our way all the way to Bulgaria. There is a wheel of chaos and an opportunity for you to unlock $10,000. Do check out the channel. Obviously, that's not in association with YouTube in any way. I definitely encourage you to go check out the trailer for the upcoming season. So look, I wanted to just obviously highlight that before we get into the numbers. The total market cap of crypto globally is now up 1.41% at the time of recording, sits at $3.73 trillion. Bitcoin at 114,686.62. Down 3.51% in the last 7 days. And if we scroll down to Cardano, ranked 10th by market cap at 73 cent 92, down 11.15% at the time of recording for the last 7 days. Now, I think that that is a huge opportunity, but obviously nothing that I say in this video is to encourage, risky investments or anything like that. You've got to go away, do your own research, see whether what I'm saying even resonates with you, perhaps even seek financial advice from a financial advisor, because I am not a financial advisor. I want to be very, very clear on everything that I execute on this channel. So let's get into more news then. We've got Cardano ADA price surge after community approves a $70 million treasury plan. So Cardano ADA gets a majority boost as the community votes to allocate 96 million Cardano ADA tokens, which are worth $70 million, if I can get my words out, for a critical network development and a few upgrades. So again, I'm going to share this in our free Discord, link in the description of the video. Definitely worth heading on down there to read more about this. But it could be a potential catalyst for price discovery. Let me know if that's something that aligns with your way of thinking or not. I'm interested to get your views and opinions. Now, whilst we're talking about this big monstrous $70 million worth of Cardano ADA from the Treasury and this vote, Charles Hoskinson says Cardano's Treasury won't cover listing fees for SNEC or midnight. So again, just covering and being very, very clear with the communication that this money is really just for Cardano development, and what it isn't for is for listing altcoins within the ecosystem on exchanges. Now, a lot of money passes hands when it comes to listing projects on exchanges. I mean, I've heard people talking about $1 million plus for an exchange listing, 500K plus for an exchange listing. It's common for some of these projects to be paying $250,000, if not more, just for an exchange listing. These prices are obscene. And look, part of the reason why some great projects are not getting listed on exchanges is a problem with the exchanges themselves, because ultimately, I would say that a lot of these exchanges make enough money as it is, and I'm going to get some hate for this, but a lot of exchange listing prices are the reasons why we have less access to some wonderful projects. So something has to give, something has to change. Maybe there should be a proposal for a Cardano native exchange, like a centralized exchange. There you have it. That's my thoughts on the matter. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But yeah, I want to cover this stuff. I want to be quite clear about what's going on, because there's a lot of people that just have no Scooby-Doo what's going on, right? So Cardano ADA to $6 for a price prediction. New ADA price prediction says it's highly likely. And this is Ali saying this, not me. He's saying Cardano ADA is showing the same price structure as it did in the last cycle, only this time it's unfolding more gradually, and it feels like we're right at the beginning of an explosive move. And that could be the case. I mean, you know, you got to let me know your thoughts and opinions. Obviously, this is just a price example. Nothing is guaranteed in cryptocurrency. I believe that an absolute blue sky, everything goes the way that you would want it to go, and that doesn't tend to happen in life. We could see a $7 Cardano ADA. That's my price prediction. It's been my price prediction for well over a year. But we do cover other people's price predictions, right? You know, I see a lot of hate in the comments when it comes to some of the price predictions and people saying we're flip-flopping. But that's not really the case, right? You know, we've got to keep an eye on the next key zones when it comes to price. You know, $1.15, $1.74, and even $3 as a barrier before we even get close to a $6 price prediction. And look, $6 might happen. It might happen in 2026. It might happen in 2027. It might not happen until 2040. So look, investing in any instrument, you know, financial instrument is risky. You do risk losing all of your money, and ultimately nothing's guaranteed, right? And everybody can have price predictions, thoughts, opinions, just like my thoughts and opinions. Doesn't mean that they're going to be accurate. It doesn't mean that whether they're going to come to fruition. But what I am really keen to understand is, what's your price prediction? What's your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. But even better, join us in the free Discord and let us know there, where we can have more of an interactive conversation. Charles Hoskinson denies hindering Cardano growth amid midnight success. So the bad faith takes that I'm a liability to Cardano's growth, while somehow Midnight, another Hoskinson project, is surging, partnering with more than 100 ventures in 8 ecosystems, getting liquidity for all CNAs. And also, we are leading the Bitcoin DeFi narrative. He goes on with more. And look, I kind of sympathize with you know, Cardano's founder, Charles Hoskinson, you know, like being a leader of a company. Like it does tend to feel like people work against you when all you're trying to do is deliver something amazing that actually supports everybody that is fighting you. And ultimately, that is where we're sat. And, you know, that doesn't matter whether that's, you know, community, non-community. You know, even people in your inner circle can be, you know, like this as well, when all you're trying to do is be good-natured and work in good faith. But there we have it, right? Like it's one of those, like it is what it is. We got Cardano tug of war, whales selling, retail holding, and shorts circulating. Can't talk today. Whales back off while network activity cools. Look, for me, like, it depends on the wallets that you're looking at. You know, there's a lot of people that have a set narrative. They're here trying to, you know, scare people out of projects. You know, 11% down, I see really good opportunities in the market. Obviously, it's just my opinion. That's all I've got for you this week. I will be back next week with another video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything that we've covered in today's video. And yeah, look, I'm looking forward, hopefully, to seeing you across Europe. Do check out SideQuest, our new channel. Absolutely free to subscribe. Get the notifications, because you're not going to want to miss when we drop that first seed phrase. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.